Welcome from our third and final official day here at the 2023 SEMA Show. Let's go see what we can find. Good morning. Mark from Bush. Do you call it Bush Winches and Anchors or just Bush?
Bush Winch.
Bush Winch. They've got this cool old school solution to winching that really caught my eye, and I think a lot of you might be interested in as well. And if you could explain to us what you have here?
Let me show you how it works.
Sure.
Every vehicle's got wheels. Every vehicle has lug nuts. You replace your lug nuts with ours. These specially designed lug nuts allow you to put the Bush winch directly on.
So I live in the US.
It just goes right on. The reason we do this, you're going to use the motive power of the vehicle. Right? You've got an engine, transmission, differentials. You've got the motive power. You don't need an electric winch. You don't need a hand winch. So here, attached to this drum, which is extremely strong, high pressure glass fiber impregnated resins, we use a 5mm Dynice line. Dynice is the same thing we make mooring lines out of for ships. This 5mm line has a 3 metric ton breaking strength, 6,720 pounds. So this strong line, what you do is you lead it out to a fixed point. Could be a tree, could be another vehicle, could be a rock foundation. You could bury a dead man, some type of a canvas arrangement, you could bury your spare wheel and attach to it. But if you're out there and you've got a lot of space, say you're in the deep sand, we've got a couple of different options to help. A really deep sand, we would use a sand anchor. You start this into the sand, easy to do. You put on a large plate that increases the surface area. Then when you push all this down into the sand, you've got a great surface area to pull a lot of sand to give you a good pull point. A winch without a pull point is no good. So we have two different sand anchors, or a sand anchor and a ground anchor. But the really interesting part comes in the bridle. And let me grab this here. So we have an 8mm bridle line, extremely strong, and I'm gonna ask Patrick to be a tree for me. So I'm putting one end to a tree, and the other end I would put to, say, one of my ground anchors, okay?
Sure.
And I'm going to need to somehow connect this Dynice line to this Dynice line so I can have a pull point, all right? I want to pull fairly straight, but I can also pull at angles if I need to. And the way I'm going to do that is with my helping hand, okay? And all we need to do is anywhere on that line, put this through. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that easy. Goes in, gives me that friction point. All I need to do now is take the loop, slip it on, and I can set my 2 pull points. I get back in the vehicle, engage the gear, let the wheels turn, takes the slack out, and then it just pulls. And since it works in tandem, the winch works with your wheel. Once it gets pulled, it starts pulling you up and out. And once you get out of the hole, you regain traction, you're free. It's that simple. Winching made easier, no electricity needed. Even for an electric vehicle like a Rivian, you can't put an electric winch on these electric vehicles. They don't run at 12 volt. If you've got motive power, you're gonna get out.
That's awesome. So no bolt-on parts other than the lug nuts itself. Everything is totally safe. There's no D-rings, nothing else?
Nothing to come flying at you. If you've ever gone four-wheeling and seen a winch line part and this 2-pound projectile is coming through the air, it's not a good thing.
Sure.
Okay, so there's no modifications to the vehicle. So any vehicle, an SUV, they all have molded, beautiful bodywork now. There's no place to put a winch bumper, right? There's no receptacle point. No modifications required.
And what kind of price point are we looking at something like this?
With a kit, you get 2 drums, 30 meters on each drum of the line, and all the lug nuts for all 4 wheels. because you can put it on your front wheels or your rear wheels. You can pull yourself forward or backwards, okay? And it also, we provide with, this set goes on the front. If I were pulling with my rear wheels on a two-wheel drive only vehicle, I can put this on the front wheel, and what it helps do is guide the line, guide the rope so I'm getting a straight pull, but even if my pull point was at an angle, it lets me pull at an angle.
Sure.
Okay? So it's all versatile. One whole kit like this is approximately $500.
Which is significantly less than a good winch.
Right. And one key point that everyone forgets about bumpers and winches, they're quite heavy. You're adding 400 to 600 pounds of weight to the front of your vehicle, and the first time someone puts it on and they hit a sharp ramp and their vehicle bottoms out, well, now they've added 600 pounds of weight to their vehicle. You're not adding any weight, because if you add that much weight, guess what you're going to do? Upgrade your suspension and springs. So now you've added more cost. $500 versus $3,000 to $4,000.
So a question that I think a lot of our guys would be asking is, what if you're running an aftermarket wheel like a beadlock with a high negative offset or very little back spacing, so now it's sitting deeper in?
We have a number of different lug nuts, different sizes. This is the tallest. And when you see this is a 16-inch wheel.
Sure.
So this drum, if you had quite a high offset, and you had these on there, there's still room to have this, and your line it may be right next to the tire, but you can still get there. And these go all the way up to 8 lug sizes.
Okay, so then you can accommodate a larger wheel set as well, so whether it's a 14 millimeter or
right, as there
9/16.
are approximately about 50 to 60 different lug nut sizes.
Sure.
I mean, manufacturers all want to have their own. And when we send you the winches, we send you the drums, and depending on your vehicle, the piece that we'll send in, and depending what you order, maybe you need this one or this one, a 4 lug, 5 lug, 6 lug, or 8 lug.
Okay. So in the situation that someone does not have lockers and one tire's stuck, one tire's free and spinning, how do you accommodate a situation
I
like
am
that?
so happy you asked that. By putting a drum on each side of the vehicle and running those lines either forward or aft, you have effectively locked your differential. Okay, one of those tires is going to provide the motive power, and when you have both lines going through a couple of helping hands, you just connect the lines, and now whichever tire can rotate, and it will be the one that has the most slip, is going to provide the force, and that line, it can shift one way or the other, and it's going to pull you out as a whole.
It's like so simple, it's almost stupid. I mean, how do you not appreciate a simple system like this?
Some of the best technology comes from practical use, and this is not an unknown thing to farmers. They have capstan winches on tractors that they've used forever.
Exactly.
So it's the same principle, just portable, lightweight, goes into a small bag, you can carry it around, and it's all about self-recovery.
Sure.
Right? If you ever had to call a tow truck to come and get you off an off-road route, bring money.
So if someone were to purchase something like this, can they buy it directly through you, or how do they find out?
If you go to bushwinch.com, that's our website that covers Australia and America. Just go online and order. And between Patrick in Australia and myself, we've got the stock, and we can ship to wherever we need to.
That's awesome. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I actually am excited about what I'm seeing here. It's just crazy simple, and sometimes that's the best solution. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for coming by.
You bet. Thank you. Hey, how you doing, Justin?
I'm doing great.
We're here over at Diodynamics. I got an email from these guys last night telling me about this product that they have, and I'm really excited about it because it's not just a run-of-the-mill rehash of what we've been seeing on the JK. Justin, if you could please tell me what we're looking at.
Yeah, so first things first, like you said, it's a true 9-inch lamp, so it's not the 7-inch lamp because you have perfect clean fitment on all JLs and JT Wranglers. 7 total patents in both these lamps right here, the Elite Series lineup, so we're very excited to design, engineer, and manufacture these in St. Louis, Missouri. Some of the key features you see is a really nice illuminated diffused DRL. You have that is also turns over to amber for an SAE compliant turn signal. You got a really nice welcome sequence that starts up right when you turn your key and start your vehicle. Super bright, and that allows you to chop that fender and SAE compliant turn signal.
Awesome. Is this something that's available now?
Available now, in stock, ready for immediate shipping. We do have 2 different models. We have the Elite Max here that you see have these parentheses that give you that SAE compliant turn signal. And then we have the regular Elite model at a slightly lower cost that does not have that feature.
And that cost is?
This is $1,000 a set retail, and then we have the Elite that's $800 a set.
And so I assume these come complete with all the pigtails and everything necessary to plug and play and go?
Correct, completely plug and play, even for the turn signal, OEM plugs, so no additional wiring necessary.
Awesome. And so if people wanted to purchase this, could they buy it directly through you, or do they need to go through a retailer?
Yeah, you can come directly to dialdynamics.com or visit authorized dealer near you.
Awesome. Now, do you have any other new products for the show that I might be interested in?
Another really exciting one is our hitch mount, and we can walk over here and check that out. So this is probably one of the most exciting products besides the JL and the F-150 headlight over there. The hitch mount is a 1-inch LED pod that slides in any 2-inch receiver. So you turn on your vehicle, this is how it looks when it's off. You turn on your vehicle, you get a nice red running light. You hit the brakes, you get a bright 4th brake light, and you get that safety strobe feature. And then go into reverse, automatically get that white, very bright white reverse. All plug and play, slides in, clips into your receiver, and then it plugs in behind your 7-pin harness, so there's no additional wiring. Takes less than 5 minutes to install. Quick and easy sell.
That is awesome. And what kind of price point are we looking on this?
For that, it's $160 retail.
Oh, that's fantastic. And that's available now?
Available now, ready to ship.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now that's a mud flap. I'm here at Quake with their crazy Ruby Kondo. They're telling me they have some new products other than these crazy freak show builds. So what do we have new?
So 2 of our newest things coming to the market are going to be in the whip light line. So we have our new HDX lights and our new glow sticks.
Cool.
So the glow sticks are going to be more similar to our standard RGBs, but brighter. So a lot better function out of there. And then our HDX, pretty similar to our standard HD line with over 300 different lighting effects, but also with a true white now.
Okay.
So you're also going to get that brighter light.
I assume, well, is this pre-programmed stuff, or can someone program it in, or?
So it will standard have an inline controller. There's also options for a Bluetooth controller so that you can do it with a remote or through an app on your phone.
Cool. Well, there's one light over here that I want to take a look at. I saw last year, this is the old school lensed headlamps. Are these actually available yet?
Absolutely. Yes, also our Classic Tech series, they're amazing for old vehicles, such as the older Land Cruisers. They do come in a variety of sizes, from 7-inch, 5 3/4, 4x6, and 5x7s.
Awesome.
They are going to, again, be glass lens, dome, keep that old school look with the new LED, better functioning, visibility, safety, and if you want, the amazing show car RGB accents as well.
Excellent. So, you know, obviously we have old school Jeeps, and I've been wanting to modernize our lighting system on it. These guys would be perfect. That horn. So I ran into a guy from a company called ORZ, and they're a German suspension company.
It's a 4.5-inch kit, and we call it sport suspension.
Okay.
Okay, why? We have some special one. We have a geometry correction on the front
Okay.
with a high steer, and on the rear also a geometry correction. We have frequency tuned springs and special shocks developed from us, especially for this suspension. And this is we are the first one. They do it on a 7-post rig to make a fine tuning on the shocks, and that's the thing what you feel if you drive in the car. Yes.
It's just for the 2-door, or do you have it for the 4-door as well?
At the moment we have it for the 4-door, and we are ready in 2 weeks with the two-door, and it comes also for the Gladiator.
And how much does this kit retail for?
It's $399. $399.
Okay, $3,099.
Yes.
Okay.
I can tell you something, but the most important thing is you have to drive it.
Sure.
So you feel the difference. You can drive 150 kilometers per hour with 2 fingers on the steering wheel. It's no problem.
And this is available now?
It's available now.
Okay. And where would someone go to buy it or to find out more information?
Well, it's at USA. It's our new shop here, and we have, or how I might say, we come from Germany. We have ORC in Germany, and started now here with our location in Nevada. We are located in Carson City. This
Carson
is
City?
our US guy.
We're neighbors. I just
No kidding, wow. Carson City, of all places.
It's not far from you.
I live in Carson City.
Yeah, great. Then we can make an appointment at the next week to drive it.
I would like to test it out. That'd be great.
That's-
Okay, so we've been checking out this Jeep. Unfortunately, we're really pressed for time because it is Thursday, our third and final day covering the show. But the guys here at ORZ, because they are up in Carson City, are telling me that they're going to let me drive this thing. So be sure to look out for a video in the future testing it out. Thanks.
Eddie, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
See you.
Awesome. Welcome to the new product showcase. This is where I go to figure out what's new, what I want to be looking at, what I should be covering so that you guys can see what you might want to be buying. So first and foremost, there are a few wheels here that are clearly out on some vehicles outside and inside, and instead of looking for each and every one of them, they're here on display right now, and I'm going to point out a few bead locks that I think are actually pretty nice. So first off, this one is made by Dirty Life, and as you can see, it has a really nice thick ring, recessed bolts, and actually a pretty nice design. Let's go take a look at some others. So there's another company out that I've been seeing a lot of lately here at SEMA, and it's called Fittipaldi Off-Road. I think this is one. It's a true bead lock, as you can see. It's actually got a really nice finish to the ring as well. All the bolts are completely recessed and very intricate design on the inside. I won't lie, I kind of like this one. Here's another one from Fittipaldi, and this one would look great on any Rubicon because of the red trim on them. The finish on it is gorgeous. Again, a true bead lock, as you can see. Deep recessed bolts. I could totally see it. Last but not least, there's this all black wheel, again by Fittipaldi Off-Road. You can see it has the same design elements, the deep recessed holes for the bolts. Really nice finish, kind of a matte finish or satin finish on the inside. And one of the things I need to point out is that all of these wheels are only about $550 a piece, or at least according to the MSRP. Welcome to Central. No lie, this thing is seriously badass. So I got tagged on Instagram as well as talking to the guys over at Best Top, who does own Baja Designs and S-Pod now. They told me I needed to come over here to check out a new product that they have here at SEMA, and that's what we're going to take a look at now.
How's it going, man?
How's it going, Kyle? Real
Nice to meet
pleasure.
you. Yeah, absolutely.
So, as I was explaining, we just heard about this new headlight. Actually, I've seen it, but everyone's been telling me I need to come down here and check it out.
Awesome.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is, we're hoping to launch Q1 of next year. This is the first time the public is seeing it. But it's a factory replacement headlight, so we'll be offering it for Jeep JKs, JLs, through our distributors and dealers, through Harleys and F100s, C10s, all sorts of resto mod things, Broncos, anything with a factory 7-inch light from pre-1995 or whatever it is. We'll be able to fit these. It has a high-low function. What you're seeing right now is going to be our daytime running light, but it's a 100% road legal headlight. So it's a first of its kind from us. Obviously, we've done the SAE and stuff for fog light applications in the past, but this is the
a brand new thing from us, and it's definitely the step towards the right direction.
So for the guys who have a JL and they use a 9-inch housing,
Yeah.
is there an adapter that needs to be used to get it installed?
Yes, exactly. So we've actually been sitting on the brackets for quite a few years now, 2 or 3. But we'll be offering a VSK solution, so a vehicle-specific kit for JKs and JLs. I have the whole bracket with the harness and everything.
So the pigtail would be included to make it all plug in?
Absolutely, yep.
Fantastic. And so what kind of a price point are we looking at?
We don't have a definite price right now. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than our traditional LP6 just due to the technology on the inside. But the kit itself will be readily available Q1, Q2 of next year. And so at that point, we'll release the price.
So are there actually benefits to upgrading to a light like this versus a factory LED light?
Oh, absolutely. Obviously, you know, if a customer comes up and says, you know, I have all these Baja Designs products, I want something a little bit better. For us, honestly, this opens the door to so many more opportunities with the factory headlight solution. Obviously, upgrading to the LED technology is a step up. And then, you know, the Resto Mod stuff, like in the S-Bar, the Baja Designs booth behind us, we have it in the Lincoln and everything. So from an aesthetic standpoint, but then a performance standpoint, you still get the tried and true Baja Designs performance that we've all known. But yeah, like I said, we're really looking forward to it and excited to show everyone.
So I see that it's all wired up to this control panel here. Is there a
Yes.
chance you can demonstrate some of the features on it?
Yes, absolutely. So this one, the truck itself is actually just wired to high.
Okay.
The display over there is high-low, everything.
Should we go over there instead, or?
Yeah, that's probably better.
Okay, we'll go over there. So now, is this control panel unique to this headlight, or is it just for the show? Or
No, the control panel is through S-Pod. We acquired S-Pod about 2.5 years ago. It's a really good integration for us internally, but also for our customer base. Being able to go to one website and buy everything you need is always a great news. So this is controlling our DOT LP6 as well as our other SAE options. So this is going to be our daytime running light. So as you can see, the logo's lit up on the bottom as well as the IPTs on the side. And then we have our low beam, which is the middle 4 projector optics, and the high, which is all on. So what you're seeing now is just a 3D printed model on the inside of what our optics will look like. It's all been rendered on the computer and everything, but in about 2 weeks we'll have the actual one. So looking forward to that. We made it just in time for the SEMA crunch.
totally understand.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It looks really sharp. If you're into the Baja Designs, which a lot of you guys are because they look fantastic, Kyle, I really appreciate your time. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
It was
Hope
nice
you have a
talking
great
to you.
show, and look forward to more videos from us on this stuff. Awesome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Man, there is so much more I wish I could show you here at SEMA, but unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. For now, anyway. Until next time.